It's a new era. The advantage count is going up. Many player stocks are going down. And we have gathered here today to assess the current layout of the Fijian beaches and talk about who we think is going to win this season of Survivor. Ladies and gents, internet, my name is Peridiam, and welcome to the true contenders for Survivor 41. In case you're new to this video series, I have been doing this for a little bit now. Every season of Survivor and Big Brother, after about 3 to 4 episodes, I like to try to find the winner of this season way before they are ever crowned. Basically, after you've watched so much Survivor, you start to notice qualities in players that exude winner potential, winner energy. And then, of course, also the opposite. A lot of players just don't give me hope. So yes, we have gathered here today to separate the wheat from the chaff, to isolate the top 4 players who I believe stand the best chance to win come the finale. There's no particular order of this top 4, I guess. It's just a batch of people who I think have the most potential to don the crown in the end. And for the record, I am not spoiled. I do not know who wins. This is all speculation, and really, it's just for fun. And I don't always get it right. Getting blindsided at the last second because I'm wrong. A good old-fashioned over the head. Regardless, let's clock these fools. Here are my true contenders for Survivor 41. My first contender is at the top of everyone's minds. You probably know where I'm going with this one, and
that is Nasir.
No, Nasir, not yet. Maybe later in the video. My first true contender is Shan, the Mafia pastor from the Green Ua tribe. I don't think anyone will be too surprised by this pick. And even though, yes, I am not ordering these picks, I have to say Shan is by far my frontrunner, though I have seen frontrunners of the early season fall off down the line, so I won't hold my breath just yet. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. That said, Shan has talked up her active listening skills, her desire to form connections with everyone, gain their trust, and then send them packing. She wants to have her finger on the pulse of the game, and I would say thus far, she is doing exactly that. Seeing her struggle between keeping her 2 close allies, Brad, a guy who considers her his #1 ally, or JD, another player who is basically at her beck and call, giving her his extra vote, all of this is such true contender content. Meanwhile, she's also got Ricard, who views her as his #1 ally, and then Jeannie. Okay, she's kind of all alone. But even then, Shan and Jeannie were working together in the premiere for a hot minute. I'm always a fan of a player who can talk the talk and then back it up by walking the walk. Shan opened this season by talking big and has followed up every step along the way.
So this situation tap dances on that, like a bit, like just like letting someone go that feels like family, and like this is what makes this game so difficult.
My second contender is from the Yellow Yase tribe, and
that is Nasir.
No, Nasir, you're on the Blue tribe. How did you even get to the Yellow tribe's beach? Look, head back the way you came, and when I get to the Blue tribe, we'll see what happens. My next contender is Evie from the Yellow tribe. Evie has been coming in hot out of the gate. She's hidden from her alliance that she's a lot smarter than she lets on. She is a huge fan and is eager to set herself up for the win. Par for the necessary course, she initially bonded with pretty much everyone. She had the first boot, Abraham, going to her as the swing vote. She also worked as the third wheel in episode 2 between 2 opposing duos in Lyanna and Tiffany against Xander and Voce. When I look at the makeup of this tribe, everyone seems to be relying on Evie as their core number, and there's gotta be a good reason for that. She's likable, strategic, is able to bond with everyone, which was her mission statement from day 1, and she's been following it up. She even went to that summit twist alongside Deshawn and utilized the opportunity to leverage her vote to give Deshawn an extra vote and gain some loyalty from the Blue tribe for a brighter future. She's already playing for the next phase of the game because she knows she's already done a great job at securing her safety for these early days, and that's a very promising start if you ask me. While letting Tiffany take the reins in voting out Voce was a choice, I do think it's not the end of the world, given Xander seems understanding enough to keep working with her, at least in the short term. I mean, heck, what good is a number if they can't even vote with you? How threatening is a player if they can't even vote against you? Time will tell, but I feel good about Evie right now.
I don't think I'm going to tell everyone that I'm doing a PhD in human evolutionary biology at Harvard. I think that will make me a big target. But I've been studying natural selection and, what survives and what doesn't survive my whole life. So I'm really excited to play the ultimate survival game.
My third contender is staying here at the Yellow Tribe, and
That is Nasir.
oh my God, Nasir, it's not you. Look, there is still one contender. I will save the best for last. Just go back to Luvu. This isn't a tribe swap. I'm always a sucker for a good duo. There's always a prominent duo in the early game, and that is why my third contender is the buddy pal friend of Evie. It's Lyanna, one of the players on the cast who has surprised me a lot. Yes, in the preseason I was worried age may play a factor in her potential, but I'm glad to be wrong. Lyanna is conspiring with Evie. Both of them are in the power position in their tribe, and I don't think either are going home anytime soon. And now we cut to a clip of the Edge of Extinction true contenders with Devins and Aubrey going back to back. But really, Lyanna is in lockstep with Evie. Even when they both disagree with their third wheel, Tiffany, about what to do. Yeah, Lyanna did miss an advantage that was right in front of her face, and maybe that was her $1 million mistake. But given all it did was lead to a nighttime escapade on a spooky island with Broccoli Brad, and now he's been voted out, I can't really say she missed all that much. Lyanna was frustrated that she let Tiffany call that Voce shot, but my biggest takeaway there is that Lyanna knows what's best, and just because you didn't take your preferred shot yet, doesn't mean you won't get another chance down the line. And what's more, Lyanna knows this. Change is the only constant this season, and maybe by the end of it, she'll be able to say that she happily changed the story at just the right time.
Because I come from such a hardworking family, like, I want to be a great player, and it's just like completely slipped through my fingers last night. But one of the things my dad told me coming out here is that, you know, change is the only thing that's constant in this world. So I'm never giving up in this game. There's always an opportunity to flip the narrative.
And then lastly, we head away from the Yellow Tribe to a different color tribe. Blue or green? What's your money on, Nasir? Green is the color of money, but blue is the color of Luvu. And so my final contender for Survivor Season 41 is on the tribe that sounds less like a tribe name and more like a sound effect. And that is Nasir.
That is Nasir.
No, I'm kidding. That's not Nasir. Ooh, yeah. About that. Nasir, I love you, man. I am actually going back to the Ua tribe. Okay. I know. I have no contenders on Luvu. I am so sorry. I just don't see them winning right now. I would love to be proven wrong. Prove me wrong. Nasir, you are fantastic. You got this. You're definitely in my top 14, and nobody can take that away from you. Not even logic. So yeah, my fourth contender is Ricard. Almost like a mirror image of the Yase tribe at the moment, Ricard fits into the role of Shan's second in command, mostly at the moment assisting in her decision making to help flip the vote to take out Sarah in the premiere and then also take out Brad a few days later. Ricard is really sly. I can always see him in the background side-eyeing the rest of the tribe, always keeping his ear to the ground. He's very astute. Even before the first vote, he recognized that his closest ally, Sarah, was in a lot of trouble and may not survive. And after that live tribal went down, he was able to quickly adjust and reposition himself to be in the majority, not just for that vote, but for the next one as well. He's been in the driver's seat alongside Shan, but I think he's low-key using her as a shield more than the other way around right now, and when it comes time to merge, I would not be shocked if he slowly starts to come alive and sink his teeth into the game when there are more numbers on the table. He's not giving me main character energy yet, but again, it's early days. We got a long way to go, and what I've seen from Ricard thus far tells me he has the skills to go the distance. It's only a matter of time. Also, I put him as number 1 in the preseason, and that's gotta count for something, right?
Between Brad and JD, I think there are pros and cons both ways.
Yep.
If we keep JD, he's a little sneaky snake, but he seems really indebted to us right now. But I also don't trust Brad, and Brad is also sneaky.
I'm gonna have to hope Shan makes up her mind.
So those are my true contenders for Survivor 41. I will say my biggest fear is that I left the blue Luvu tribe unattended in this video, sorta. And I do wonder what's really going down over there when it comes time for them to show their true colors. It's very possible that we have a hidden winner being obscured from any early game drama simply because they aren't going to tribal, which could potentially lead to like a Deshaun win, or even Wilder and like Heather or Erica. You never know. That's part of the magic of the show. Let me know your top 4 picks to win the season and why. And make sure you leave them as soon as you can, like, maybe right now, for bragging rights. It's only gonna get easier from here. A huge thank you to my patrons for being honorable mentions. All of you, you're all up there. I hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget, on your way out, broccoli grows little bunches on small trees. Yeah. That sounds about right. And I will see you in the next one once I turn over the microphone to the man of the hour. And that is Broccoli Brad.
I've practiced that line 100 times. I had it down, man. I didn't realize it till now. Broccoli's just a bunch of small trees. Well, I spent so much effort and thought into how I was setting it up that when I actually got time to say the broccoli line, it was gone, Rob. I mean, G-O-N-E, gone. It was like, what do you do then? You stumble through it, and Jeff held his face. I thought he might crack up, but he held it together, and okay, time to shut up.
It's kind of a fuzzy top. I feel like a broccoli, so. Broccoli grows little bunches on small trees, so I feel like a little broccoli tree, I guess.